What's up, gamer? My name is Uluko, and today I'm going to show you how the Well of Souls and the Abyss crafting system works in Path of Exile 2. If you're familiar with Path of Exile 1, this system is most similar to the Veiled Modifiers you can get from Betrayal encounters starting in Act 9. To unlock Abyss crafting, you first need to find the entrance to the Well of Souls in the Mastodon Badlands zone of Act 2. If you wander around there long enough, you'll find a door to a place called the Lightless Passage. The door to the Well of Souls is located at the end of that zone. Once you get in there, you'll get a waypoint and a little pin on the side of the world map, so you can teleport back without too much effort. You can also talk to the little dude and get some dialogue with the hoodie man, but that's about all you can do at first. As you continue through the campaign and reach level 25 or higher zones, Abyss monsters and chests will start dropping gnawed bones of various types. Each type of bone desecrates a different type of item. Collar bones work on amulets, rings, and belts. Jaw bones work on weapons or quivers, while ribs work on any kind of armor. There are more types of bones as you get to higher level zones, but these are the most basic ones. When you use one of these bones to desecrate a piece of gear, it will add a new green modifier written in the language of the abyssal creatures. If all 6 of the item's modifier slots are already filled when you desecrate it, one of the modifiers will be removed randomly to make room for the new abyssal modifier. To translate and actually benefit from the new modifier, you need to take the item back to the Well of Souls and pick one of 3 possible modifiers to add to your gear. When you've decided which one you want, you yeet the item into the pit. Our creepy crawly creature buddy will crawl down there, bring it back up for you, and let you take it home with the modifier you chose. You can kind of think of it like using 3 exalted orbs at the same time and picking whichever outcome you like best. If you hit an item with greater or perfect currencies, then an essence of your choice, and then desecrate it after all that, you can pretty easily get some very powerful items. As you get into higher level zones and the endgame, you can find preserved and ancient bones of various types that work on different kinds of items and have slightly different outcomes than the lower level bones. One of the most important differences is that when you desecrate an item with a preserved or higher bone, you have a chance of finding modifiers that don't exist within the normal modifier pool, like strength and dexterity, or fire and chaos resistance. Each of these special modifiers are associated with one of 3 different abyssal liches named Amanamu, Kurgle, and Ulaman. Different types of gear can have different modifiers associated with each lich. So if you want to see what's available on a specific type of gear, you can use a website like PoE2 DB to see a full list of the modifiers and which ones belong to which lich. The reason you may want to know which mods belong to each lich is the existence of Abyssal Omens. These are omens that work just like the rest of the omens, except their effects are specifically related to Abyss stuff. You can get them by killing rare monsters and opening chests at the end of the Abyssal Depth zones that have a chance of opening when you clear an Abyss pit in the endgame. There are a bunch of different kinds of Abyssal Omens, so we're not going to go over all of them, but the ones we are going to talk about are the Omens of the Liege, the Black-Blooded, and the Sovereign. Having one of these omens active in your inventory when you desecrate an item will guarantee that at least one of the options when revealing the modifier on that item will belong to the lich that you chose. It doesn't guarantee you'll get the modifier you want, but if you're looking for something specific, it does give you a much better chance of getting what you're looking for than just randomly desecrating stuff. The last thing we need to talk about is the Essence of the Abyss. If you happen to find an Essence monster on top of an Abyss encounter, it will always spawn with an Essence of the Abyss. This essence is pretty simple. It removes a random modifier from a rare item and adds a new modifier called the Mark of the Abyssal Lord. The Mark of the Abyssal Lord doesn't do anything on its own, but if you desecrate an item that has this modifier, the desecrated modifier will always replace that mark. And that's it. That's a quick rundown on the basics of the Abyssal crafting system. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comments. If you found this guide helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more like it. If you want to help me make more videos like this in the future, you can buy a channel membership by clicking the join button. Lastly, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in another video.